Yo, welcome back to Battle Rap Science, man, where we break down bars to the molecules. Me, I'm Mega Man, the scientist in the lab today, and we're gonna talk a little bit about this TOS card, man. They got Killers Elite, Volume 2 Drill in Bayou going down tomorrow in Illinois. It's got a lot of Louisiana battle rappers on the card. Some good matchups. It's gonna be streamed live on YouTube. Knock on wood. I think they said that. But we just gonna give a little bit of our predictions, man, and see what they working with. So we'll start from the bottom of the card here. They got T-Man Swing versus V Gotti. I did check out a little bit of T-Man Swing. Seems like it's gonna be a pretty good battle. I'm familiar with V Gotti. If I had to pick, I'm gonna go with V Gotti taking the win on this. I think the X factor in this battle is gonna be V Gotti's ability to rebuttal. I think they both gonna come with good material. I think V Gotti may have a little bit of the edge with his rapping ability. So that's that one. Law the Dragon versus Mike. I'm not familiar with Mike. I did check out Law the Dragon. He can rap. He had a pretty good performance not too long ago. Good material, good concept. Seems like he has a pretty good battle IQ. I couldn't find Mike's battles. So I don't know what he's coming with, but I'm gonna go with Law the Dragon on that one on default. Tanner versus Monster. Gotta go with Monster on that. Y'all already know, man. You know, Tanner, he's a good artist. I feel that he can use to improve his battle rap IQ because he does come with punches and he can create haymakers. But I feel that his pen control is not where Monsters is at. You know, Monster is a lyricist. He comes with great energy, so you're not gonna beat him on energy. And he can create haymakers too. And Monster's pen is very controlled. The things that Monster wants to talk about, he's deliberately going into different subjects and different content. So I got Monster winning that battle as well. Mozzie versus Bob Juice. I wasn't familiar with Bob Juice, but I did go and check out a few of his battles. And this looks like it's going to be a pretty good battle, man. Bob and Mozzie actually got similar styles, to be honest. I do feel like Mozzie is a little bit more polished than Bob. So I would have to say I'm giving the edge to Mozzie in this battle. But it should be a good one because Bob versus King 8, I watched that one. That was a pretty decent battle. So I'm looking forward to that one. NOTR versus Merlot 100. This also going to be a pretty good battle, man. I'm familiar with Merlot, familiar with NOTR. I think, in my opinion, NOTR is just a little bit more creative. They both rap really well. Both have great concepts. Merlot is more of direct, but NOTR can be direct as well, and he creates haymakers at a consistent rate. So that's going to be a good battle. It really all depends who can execute their game plan in the battle. You know, NOTR with his haymakers and his creativity, or Merlot with his street talk and his direct approach to break down his opponent. Then we got Will Major versus B Mac. It's been a while since Will Major has been in the ring, so I am gonna say he's sitting on some material. B Mac, he's a decent battle rapper as well. I know him from Bags and Bodies, so I'm familiar with both of these guys. But you know, I'm rolling with Will. I'm gonna say his flow, his wittiness, and him sitting on material and just coming back and wanting to really make an impact on his return. Then you got Hustle versus Shiesty Foe. This gonna be a good battle too, but again, I'm leaning towards Hustle. I feel like his punch rate. Also, he hasn't battled in a while as well, so I would anticipate that he's probably sitting on some material, which could make his rounds a little bit more dangerous. But Shiesty, he's a dope battler too, man. He comes with the consistent flow, street talk, punches, delivery. But I just feel like the rate at which Hustle punches and him potentially having like some material, because it's been a while since he's battled, should allow him to pull out this. Rock Lee versus Eon. That's a good battle, but I just feel like Rock Lee has been on a roll. She rarely loses. She, her style and her momentum often can snatch the crowd from individuals. But on the other hand, Eon, she kind of made her name going into other people's buildings and trying to snatch the crowd from them. So this is a good one. But again, I'm going to roll with Rock Lee for her creativity, her style. That's just how I see it. Dollar versus K Venom. Come on, man. It's Dollar, man. Ain't nobody more creative, more unorthodox than Dollar, man. He can drop one bar in a round that just erases everything that you said. You know what I mean? But K Venom is dope. I just don't see him reaching the peaks that Dollar has the ability to do. So I'm gonna roll with Dollar on that one. And then Capo versus Gorilla. They've promoted this battle. It should be a good one. Gorilla getting in and out of pockets with his flow and his references that he uses. And then, Capo with his versatile pen and being able to kind of switch flows and give you the New Orleans style. Again, I'm rocking with Capo just for the versatility, the punching ability. He's been consistent. He's consistent in all his battles. He consistently brings material that is going to be at a certain level or higher. Not to say Gorilla doesn't, but, in this battle, I just feel like Capo is coming prepared, and he has a couple of, tricks up his sleeve that's going to be able to win him this battle, man. That's how I see it, man. TOS Killers Elite 2, Volume 2, Drilling Bayou in Illinois, man. Y'all check that out. I'm going to be looking forward to checking it out. It's going down, man. Saturday, June 21st. How's your boy, man?